Systems. Systems. Sometimes we love them. Sometimes we hate them. One thing is for sure. Blizzard will keep on trying to revitalise our love for levelling and progression in 9.0. The internet hype machine is starting to kick into gear, so we, here at the Dalaran Postal Service, thought it might be time for us to wade into the leaks, theories and rumours to give our opinion on what we think could be the next levelling system of 9.0. And when we say what we think could be next, we actually mean two things that we think would be really cool and pretty likely as well. And I think ultimately we're all looking for the next system that will save retail WoW. So what's next, and what could help save the levelling journey, make it more interesting and more rewarding in the future of retail? One of the things we see happening is the further experiment on the Essence system, but this time making it more class specific. So imagine a progression system like the Heart of Azeroth tied into the story of 9.0, whatever that is, that sees you collecting new abilities through different activities like raiding, dungeons and PvP. Some of the abilities could be tied to more class specific activities. These could be like the artifact style scenarios from Legion. They did a great job of capturing class fantasy. For example, one of the best was the assassination rogue scenario where you snuck into Stormwind. More stuff like that would be great. It's evergreen content, as Blizz could release more Essence scenarios as the patches come out. It's important that the best ones aren't tied to one type of activity. Even more importantly, much like the Essence system, you'd get to keep them, and you'd get to switch them when needed. You'll be rewarded for them as you level through the content, and then through the endgame as well. The next thing we think will be gear itself. The benthic gear of BFA is by far the best system for gear we've seen in a long time. It's been a further experiment on the gear from Crucible of Storms. Benthic gear is great for two key reasons. The gear is more interesting and it has interesting affixes on them. Some of the enhancements are special resistances and procs. Some are a little more interesting, such as the legs that make you grow a little, healing procs after killing certain mobs and better swim speed. The affixes remind us of gear from Classic, pieces which were highly sought after, because let's face it, gear and weapons have sadly become very generic cut and paste stat blocks. Trinkets were the only mildly interesting gear for a long time. Making gear more interesting for all sources is key to getting people interested in doing content, because the rewards are worth it, impactful on your play and rare enough they become recognisable. But also, the gear is upgradable. One of the old complaints about getting that best in slot gear after grinding for so long is it becomes obsolete very quickly. Benthic allows you to upgrade using special currency. Upgrading your gear could be connected to professions and sellable drops, which is boosting the economy. Keeping that gear has that artifact legendary feel as you improve it over the expansion, only replacing it with gear that's actually better in all ways, not just because it has slightly more agility. So that's kind of it. They're the two things that we think are really likely and probable, and we think it'll be cool as well. I mean, we are looking at this from a realistic point of view. There's some really good things that they got right in BFA, and we just think they're going to continue and advance on those, like we kind of seen with them trying to do with Legion and then Azerite armor as a continuation from the artifacts. We could be talking about some really out there ideas, like they're going to completely slow down the progression and give you hard modes for leveling, but we just don't see it being that likely. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Have we hit the mark with these two systems that they're going to continue, or do you not agree at all? I'd love to hear from you. Remember, please click subscribe so you can see some more videos like this. And from all of us at the Dalaran Postal Service, we'll see you next time.